If you say classes and objects, you'll get a job. Huh? You'll get a job or don't get a job. Huh? So object-oriented programming is what? Programming paradigm. What are the rules? Encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, class, and object. All these things will be there or not? Yes. You have to tell all this. Only classes and objects. Khatam, huh? Getting or not? Okay, classes and objects are building blocks of object-oriented programming. But how you build these classes and objects? By using encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. What is the advantage of object-oriented programming? Yes. What is the advantage of object-oriented programming? Suppose, tell me, what is the advantage of encapsulation? What is the advantage of encapsulation? Data hiding. You'll say no, reusability, readability, modularity, security, extensibility. Yes or no? All these are the advantages. Suppose inheritance. What is the advantage of inheritance? Reusability. What is the advantage of polymorphism? Reusability and extensibility. What is the advantage of inheritance? Reusability and what again? Extensibility. What is the advantage of encapsulation? Modularity and what? Data hiding, binding. All these are advantages of what? Encapsulation. Understood? So you should know it. I mean, you should know all these things. If you don't know, then it is a problem, right? Yes. So you are trying to write the Python program, okay, by following which principles? Object oriented to communicate with the database. Okay, now next is, for example, this is my database. This is my database. Okay, this is, assume that, I think you know, this is which database here? MySQL database. Database server or not? Database is a server? Or a database is a server or not? Yes, this is a server. Server, so the MySQL database server. So this server, in this server, you are creating one. What you are creating one? Database. Suppose assume that I created one database called what? Database 1. I created one database called what? Database 1. Okay. Yes. Within this database, I created one table. So whenever you are talking about database, within the database, how the data will be stored in table format. That is nothing but rows and columns. So this is a table. And what is that table is here? Assume that this is a table 1. This is what here? Table 1. Okay, now this is what here? My Python program. This is a Python program because Django in DJANGO, how you are writing the code in Python? Is it view is a Python program or not? Yes. You are writing a program in which language? Python language. You are developing a backend in which language? Python. Now, my requirement is I want to insert the data. My requirement is I want to insert the data. I want to delete the data. I want to update the data. I want to retrieve the data. Then how I can do that? I want to insert the data, update the data, delete the data, and retrieve the data. Suppose if you want to insert the data, what you'll say? What you'll say? Insert into. What is the table? What do you write it? Table 1. Insert into table 1. Next, if you want to delete it, then what is the command is? Delete from. What is that? Table 1. If you want to update, then you'll say update. Update what? Table 1. If you want to retrieve, then you'll say select star from. What is that? Table 1. So table 1, table 1, table 1. Means you are doing operations on which one? Table. You are doing operations on which one? Table. Then how I represent this table? How I represent this table in object-oriented programming? Yes, by using which one? Class. By using which one here? Class. Okay. And that class, you build it by following the rules given by what? ORM. And that class, you call it as which one? Model. That class is called what here? Model. What is model represent? A table. What is model represents here? Table. Okay, right. You create a model. You create an instance of a model. Creating instance is nothing but row. Yes or no? See, class is nothing but what? Data. Class is what? Data type. Huh? So every object behind there is one class or not? Every object behind there is a class or not? Yes. Will you store the data in class or object? You store the data in what? Object. Now you can say object is an instance of what? Class. So model is a class and model instance is what? Record. Model is a class. Model instance is what? Record, or it is called as a row. When you create an object of a model, is nothing but what? Row. You create an object of a model and update it. You update the values of which one? Object. For example, you take a list. Will you add the data in the list, right? How you add the data? Using append. You want to remove the data from the list. How you remove it? By using remove. Yes or no? In the same way, how can I represent this table in my Python program? How can I represent this table in my Python program? Because I'm not using which statement? Or I'm not using which statement? SQL statement. I'm not using which statement? SQL statement. Then here, I want to represent this table. This table I want to represent here, and then I want to perform all the operations on this table. I want to perform all the operations on this table. Then how can I perform all the operations on the table without using which statement? SQL statement. Then I should represent this table in my program. Then how can I represent this table in my program? How can I represent this table in my program? So ORM is given, certain rules are not. Yes. What is that rule is? Model. What is that? Model. So model represents what here? Table. Model is nothing but a class. What is the model is? Class. That class represents which one? Table. Okay, it means whenever you want to do the operation on table, you do operation by using which one? Model. Are you writing any SQL statements? Huh? No, you are not writing any SQL statements. You are not writing any SQL statements. Getting or not? You are not writing SQL statements. You are just representing everything using which one? Object oriented. You know class. How to write a class? Class followed by class name. Class name. Class name. Now this is one class, but this is model class. Huh? This is a model class or only class? Only class. If I want this to be treated as which class? Model class, then it has to inherit some properties or not? Yes. Which properties? Model class properties. So that is model is the rules given by which one? ORM. Getting on it. That is rules given by which one? ORM. Understood? Right? So suppose dog is an animal. When you say dog is an animal, it inherit from animal. If I say only class dog, then what it is? Only dog. It is not animal. Yes or no? If I say class cat, cat is cat, but it is not a animal. When you'll say it is animal, if it is inherited from animal. Type of inheritance is what? Inheritance. What is inheritance? What is inheritance? What is inheritance here? What is inheritance? What is inheritance? Inheritance. Don't know, na? You know or don't know? You know, right? What is inheritance? Inheritance is a process of acquiring the properties and behavior of one class inside another class. Okay, creating a class by deriving the properties and behavior of what? Another class. Okay, that you call it as which one? Inheritance. What is the advantage of inheritance? What is the advantage of inheritance? Reusability. If you want to build a data type by using which data type? Existing data type. What is the relation between inheritances? What is the relationship between the classes in inheritances? Is a relation. I said no, there are two relations will be there. One is has a relation and one more is a relation. Has a relation is composition and aggregation. It's called which relation? Has a relation. Inheritance relation is what? Is a relation. Car has a engine. Car is an engine or car has an engine? Car has an engine. Mobile has a same. Car has an engine. Car is a vehicle. Car has an engine. Car is a vehicle. Composition and inheritance. Has a relation, is a relation. Book has a pages. Book has what? Pages. Right? So that is reusability can be done in different ways. One is composition and one more is what? Inheritance. If it is unrelated type, then you go for which one? Composition. If it is related type, then you go for which one? Inheritance. Understood? Right? So here you are using which one? Inheritance means how to develop a model that rules are given by whom? Django. Implemented by whom? Programmer. Executed by whom? ORM tool. Getting or not? How to develop a model that rules are given by whom? Django. Implemented by whom? Programmer. Executed by